Hey guys, it's Garvin's Garage, and we got a lawnmower, and it has a lot of issues. Okay, the first thing you need to start off with is diagnosing the problem. We have this lawnmower, and we got it from our dad's friend, and it was seized, and he broke it free and then was running it, and something broke. So what we're going to try to do is find out what went wrong, so we know we have to take out the motor, so we're going to get to that first. What you guys want to do first is remove the fuel line, which is by the carburetor side. So here's the air filter, and that goes into the carburetor. And a good spot would be the fuel filter because it's nice and open. And just want to get a screwdriver and push on it. And this one must have been off earlier because it came off super easily. But usually you got to try pretty hard. But now that the fuel line's off, you can get to removing the engine. Okay, another thing you have to do to be able to take out the engine is disconnect the terminal to the starter. So and then just leave it dangling. It probably won't get in the way when you pull it out because it's only one. And then, yeah. What you want to do is unscrew the throttle cable. And then your throttle cable should just push in, and then you just gotta unhook the cable, and then you should be good. Okay, what you gotta do now is drain all the oil from the engine. So there's a little plug on every engine, it's different. So, but this one you just pop off this little thing and oil starts squirting everywhere. So we have 2 water, or 3 actually, because our oil drain pan is full and I don't want to go outside in the cold, okay? Okay, now you gotta locate the engine bolts, and I'm not gonna show you because it's different on all models and different lawnmowers, but there's most likely 4, and you just have to unscrew them, and it's actually a smaller size than you would think. Okay, we just got done taking off the front end. What happened is we were unscrewing 2 bolts that went there, 2 bolts that went on this side, and then the whole front end started falling, so we had to carry it and set it there, and then we're just gonna unscrew the exhaust from the engine so we can take the engine off. Now what you want to do is, once you have all the belts off, the drive belt and the lawnmower, the blade belt, the engine should just slide out. Hey guys, we just got the engine out of the lawnmower, and here it is. And right now we have it sitting on the back, and this goes to the pulleys, and this goes to the belts. And so right now we're gonna get working on taking it apart. But we noticed, well, when we're taking it out, this engine's probably gonna be like a big issue because there's a hole in the case. So that's a huge issue because that's a pretty big hole, and that means there's parts that caused it. And maybe if I can spin the shaft, yeah, like that, and so like there must be something lodged in there that only allows it to move this much, so that's going to be a big issue. Now once you got the engine out, you can just start disassembling it. What we're first going to do is take off the covers, and then we're going to start taking off this bottom plate, and then we'll find out what's wrong inside. Once you got all the covers off and just unscrew a bunch of stuff, you can get to removing all the engine stuff. And we took an extra step and removed the engine head, which we should have got on video, but we didn't. But now, and then we unscrewed the side bolts right here, all of these, and then now we're just gonna reveal what's inside the engine. We have no clue either. I'm guessing like there's gonna be a bunch of junk in there, but I don't know. Oh my god. Inside here there's like a bunch of metal chunks, and in here, look. There's like a bunch of, this is the camshaft. A broken piece of the camshaft. And it's blue hot. And this is the bottom of the connecting rod. I have no clue how that happened. Here's the sheared bolt for it, I guess. 'Cause that's the only thing that it would be attached to. It's just sheared right off. And then this is, but it looks like the crankshaft and the governor look perfect. But the connecting rod is all like scraped up, so we're gonna have to look at that. Oh yeah, here's the bottom to it. It's like completely destroyed. So we're gonna have to do a lot of stuff to get this working again. Yeah. We just got the piston and connecting rod out, and these rings are all destroyed. See, it's all bent, and this oil ring is like, it's all, half of it's missing, like, see? And then this one also is the same way. It's bent really bad. And then this connecting rod is like all chewed up and like destroyed. And this is supposed to attach to the crankshaft, but it's like all destroyed. And this is where it's supposed to be, rub up against it. And then all of this broke. Look at how thick that is. That broke. And then this, the skirt of the piston is destroyed also. See? Right there. And then the only thing that's good is like the two rings, which is like nothing. But and like it's all cracked. So basically this is junk, it's all junk. So yeah. We're so sick of this engine, we just bought a new one. And with the new one, we bought it for $150 from this like guy in like Milwaukee, and it was pretty creepy, but whatever. And the cover is different. It says Yardman on it, so we're just gonna replace it with the original one. And it's the exact same engine and everything. It just has a different cover. And yeah, we're just gonna put it in. Now what we're gonna do is just set the engine in place like we're about to bolt it on. Now that you have the engine in place, what you want to do is jack up the front of the lawnmower, so then you can access the pulleys easier, which are located on the bottom of the mower, so then you can slide the belts on easier. Now that you have the pulleys in place, just bolt on the exhaust with the two nuts from your old engine. What you want to do is tighten down the 4 bolts on every corner of the engine, and there's one here, and on the other side on the back, and 2 in the front, and you just want to tighten them down until they're snug, actually a little more than snug, and yeah. Okay, now we have to take off this top engine cover and then put on the one from the other one so it looks like it's meant for this one. No, do this one right now. Wait, stop shoving on my finger. Stop shoving. Now what you want to do is screw on the power to the starter so your engine can start electrically. And you just want to thread on the nut and then tighten it with your socket right here. Okay, now once you have the motor on, you're going to want to plug it into the mower. So what you're going to have to do is match color coming from the motor to the wires that come in from the actual mower. So I did that. There's a different color for this one, but it matches color up here and here. So now you're just going to solder it together and then heat shrink it, and then we'll be on the next step. Now what you want to do is bolt on your throttle cable, and I already have it in place. All you just want to do is just tighten it on. Now that the engine's in place and all bolted together, it's ready to be driven. That's it for Garvin's Garage. Click here to subscribe and click here to watch our last video.